Blog Talk Radio.
Come on and get on down the road. Get on down the road. Don't you carry nothing that might be alone. Come on, get on down the road. Come on, get on down the road. Let us light up. We're bringing brighter days. They're all alive, waiting for you.
Okay, guys, we are back with another 45 minutes of the show, well, or 50 minutes if we go over a little bit. Hey, guys, I am have a new switchboard right now. I don't have all my music in, so you're going to hear some little repeats of MJ songs. I know all you guys have special requests. You want to hear Rock With You and all that stuff, and I don't have it in my thing right now, so next show, I promise you. See, you guys, you send Mara the request and everybody on our chat room, or send Tom and let them know what you want to hear, and I'll make sure I get you guys next time. Okay, so I'm going to bring Petley Life and Magical Escapism back in because I know you guys have questions and everything for them. And if you want to call into the show, you know the number you can do, 718-766-4236. Feel free to ask questions also in the chat room if you want to, if you can't call in. But Maura, you wanted to say something before we...
Yeah, I mean, we're on here to do a show, and I'm not going to give the people who want the attention that they want so badly, giving them airtime. But I just want to let you guys know, the people that are using my name and Kimba's name, we check their IP addresses and we know who they are. I'm just asking you, this is Carly's show. She worked hard for this. Please stop it. Exercise H and G. I know who you are. So just please exercise some maturity and please stop it. This is not about us. This is about Michael, and we're doing this for him. So please, I'm asking you nicely. The next time I'm going to call your names out because I know who you are. So just please stop it. And that's all.
Thank you. Okay, so Magical Escapism, you back on?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, and let's see, Tom and Petley. Hey.
I'm here.
Yeah, just hanging in.
So we got some people out there I know who want to ask questions. So people in the chat room, I know you guys had a lot of questions before. You got any questions, you're welcome to call in, 718-766-4236, or you can ask it in the chat room. If you want to private message me or anything, definitely call in. Tom, I'm going to give you, because I know you said you got 15 minutes to give me, what are some of the things that you want to point out that maybe we didn't talk about yet or hit on?
Oh, God, that's put me on the spot.
Let's talk about you on Doug Banks. What were you surprised about? I want to talk about that for a minute, because for those of you who don't know, please check out Tom's link on YouTube. He had an interview with Doug Banks.
Yeah, you did great, by the way. Good job.
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, so what were you surprised about? Were you surprised when Yuri asked you to go on there?
I wasn't surprised because it's these subtle gestures and hints that, kind of convinced me that Uri Geller really wants to, either, be a part of this or maybe help me out a little bit, if that's the right phrase. Yes, that's the right way to put it. So, yeah, I think he's helping me out a lot.
Well, this is Petley Life speaking. I was just telling Tom that anyone that's out there with that giraffe money that want to put, the hoax investigators to the test, bring it on, because trust me, if you give us the opportunity, we will get the real answers. We will get the answers. I believe that.
Yeah, because there are a number of people who are talking about, and I want to say this, I don't know if Maura knew about this, but a lot of people who want you guys to do some sort of documentary and come together. And I think that would be awesome if that could happen, where you guys can really research this out. And so, a lot of people, sometimes people are very scared to say anything about backup and backing. But listen, this isn't about money. Nobody's trying to profit off of Michael's death.
No, absolutely not.
But if you want to know the truth, I believe these people who I have on the line, people like Magical Escapism, and people like Petley and Tom and Maura are not doing it, trust me, for money.
Well, no, because first off, we can't even profit on we don't have copyrights and all this kind of stuff.
Exactly.
You know,
people
need to know the truth. You know, and I'm sorry if you don't agree that, you know, what we're saying or how we feel is your opinion. That's okay. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, but just respect the fact that we are entitled to our opinion. And all this, you know, I hear about haters and all that stuff. You know, learn that in life, you know, everyone's not going to agree with you, and it doesn't make them your enemy because they don't agree with you. It just means you don't agree. There's nothing wrong with it. It's very healthy to disagree. It keeps your mind going. It keeps you thinking.
And I'm sure some of you guys out here, you guys have little things you probably disagree with in the hoax and stuff like that. So that's
we all have different, very different.
We all do.
Things and videos, like I miss things that I don't agree with, but you know what? I take it and I learn from it. Maybe there was something that I saw in a video that I didn't know about, and like the whole coat of arms, royal armings, the heavy life. You know, she touched on that first. And when that interested me, I went and did further research. That's how I came up with the Rothschild stuff. So, I mean, it's a learning experience, and it's healthy. It's also very healthy to be a skeptic. I don't have a problem with people who don't believe in the hoax at all.
Exactly.
Well, I mean,
and
look at the
they have more of a problem with us.
Hey, I want to ask you guys the questions real quick. Miss Billie Jean 95 has a question for Mart, Tom, Magical, and Petley. Do you believe that the trial in 2005 was part of the hoax? Tom, can you answer that really quickly?
Oh God. Well,
for me, no.
the thing I only saw was that the something about clothing, and I didn't understand that. Somebody sent me something about the Jackson parents' clothing and how they wore the same clothing to the trial recently, which I didn't quite understand where the link was, but I don't know if anybody else saw that.
They all wore white that day? Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about? That was the day they all wore the white outfits?
Yeah.
Well, that as well, but there was apparently the Jackson parents were wearing, Joe and Catherine were wearing the exact same clothes from the trial in 2005 to Murray's trial on April.
Wow.
I didn't, that's the only thing.
Yeah, for me, I would just say that maybe that could have been the driving force to push for this. You know, recognizing who your enemies are and that they are real. You know, maybe he lived in maybe his world was different, his thinking was different, and then he came to see who he was really dealing with as far as the media and how crooked people could really be and how far they would go. You know, maybe that was the driving force.
Yeah.
I don't think that the trial was like necessarily a part of the hoax, but I'm questioning a lot of things, like living with Michael Jackson. I mean, that was always like, oh, you know, we all were like hating Martin Bashir, and I still don't care for him. I still think he's sneaky. However, there was someone called the Michael Project who started doing these videos about the Martin Bashir interview, living with Michael Jackson. And I have always questioned a lot of things with that documentary, with that interview, but I think a lot of that thing was set up. And I think it has its reason. But I just never could get past the kid putting his head on Michael's shoulder and holding his hand and Michael being okay with that. There's no way. Michael is not a naive person. You know, he's very intelligent. He's very smart. He's very cautious. Some almost say he's paranoid. So I can't see him being okay with that. And I'm not saying he had to actually push the child away or, hurt the child, but I can't see Michael. I can see him demanding they take that out.
So, Tom, that's one of your next assignments with Yuri asked, because Yuri was a part of that whole interview with Martin Bashir. Now, that I have heard some people out here questioning that whole interview. Did Michael set up the Martin Bashir thing because he had videotaping himself? It's like he was prepared for something to go wrong.
I know.
That's something that's very interesting to know.
That's where people dismiss things as the link with Uri Geller and Bashir. Well, I say link, but there really isn't a link because Bashir not only betrayed Michael's trust, but he betrayed Uri Geller's trust.
Okay.
Uri Geller, yes, he introduced Martin Bashir to Michael Jackson, not knowing what Bashir was capable of. Obviously, as a reference, Bashir had Princess Diana on his back, that he had a successful interview with Princess Diana. who could turn down a reference from Princess Diana? So already he had good experience on his back. Uri Geller is so saddened that it turned out the way it did. But he also said that Michael, really, there were some things which Michael should have been more careful of. Like Maura just said, I mean, maybe they were intentional, I don't know, but surely